The Sault Ste. Marie Public Library is a gathering place where community comes together to share stories, to explore new ideas, and to gain knowledge of the past. It is through this unique position in our community that we support and promote truth and reconciliation with Indigenous peoples. We acknowledge with respect that we are in Robinson-Huron Treaty territory, that the land on which we are gathered is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and is known as Bawatang. Bawatang is the home of the Taikanan-Sibi Barren River First Nation, Tachawana First Nation, and the historic Sault Ste. Marie Métis Council. The library and we as individuals have a deep desire to bring about change in our community and move forward together as diverse and inclusive peoples. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and are committed to moving forward in the spirit of reconciliation and respect.
Yeah. Number 2, can I have a motion to approve the agenda? Mike, second. Jamie. Any opposed? Hearing none, we'll consider the motion passed. Number 3, minutes of the annual general meeting of February 27, 2023 are in your package. I need a motion for approval. Jamie, second. Mike, any opposed? Any matters arising from the minutes of last year's annual general meeting? Good go. Number 4. Whereas the board of the Sault Ste. Marie Public Library is on behalf of the combined membership over the past year, therefore be it resolved that the library board members at the annual general meeting on Monday, February 26, 2024, ratify, sanction, and confirm all acts, covenants, and proceedings made or did or entered into on behalf of the board and CEO during the past year. Anna, second. Lisa. Any opposed to the motion? Number 5 is the bylaws review. During the package, if you haven't had a chance to look at them, the changes were there were a few minor things. You want to speak to them?
Okay. There are all the changes we highlighted in red. So if you approve the changes as here, we'll remove anything that's cropped out and turn it back to black. Just a few notes, meeting open to the public. We acknowledge that some of our meetings are done electronically. 13 elections of the officials of the board. We have removed the elected annually at the last AGM, and so it's now until the end of the board's term. So we'll be electing one chair and vice chair and doing the committee appointments every 4 years whenever there's a new term of the board. And that's in general practice.
I have 13.1 and 13.2
Either way, you got to word that differently.
They're not 13.3.
They will be.
They will. Oh, they will be combined. Oh, all right. They'll be 13. Okay, I'm sorry. That was I didn't because otherwise 13.2 is not a standalone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it should read as the person appointed the board shall elect chairperson of members and building under the board's term.
Yeah, just who will serve until the end of the term.
Thank you.
We were going to be reviewing this at the policy committee meeting in February, but we canceled because we didn't have form, and that's why. Why are you seeing edits?
Most of the changes are based on business that we dealt with and approved by motion throughout the year. The committee meetings, a number of changes to language, to more inclusive language. Those are things I know.
What's the casual?
That'll be for some signs or.
Isn't it just a basic? It's not casual.
I think the official.
All right, I just thought of it, just, you know, thought that.
Would that cover you?
Yeah, what's an uncasual?
It's forced out. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. You're voted off the island. What? Okay. I just thought it was weird, but it's okay, you know, it can stay there. But
I think that.
oh, that happened.
During.
Oh, actually, that is. Okay.
Something new that. Thoughts or there. I do all the.
So, hearing no further comment.
Yeah, it's
As
okay.
amended.
The only other thing was.
Steve, you moving that? Sure. Thank you. Kevin, second?
Sure.
Yeah. Any opposed to the approval of the budget? And no report.
So there were, diplomatic that we have corrected. There are still, there's still room for making any adjustments, or anything that the board would like to see in the report that's not shown there. But generally, this is an overview of what's happened over the last year. That changes, the year at a glance is probably the more popular page because it shows you some of our numbers of how we're doing, and you can see over the years our library card holders have increased. 2,494 was that. We also have averages, so every hour between the two locations, but operational hour, we have 38 average bills. So it shows you how busy the library is. And then we go through the various stats for social media, our general collections, our resources. Have a spotlight on programming, some of the more notable things that happen. Not inclusive of everything, it's just things that we wanted to highlight. A grand total of 1,735 programs. So then we talked about some of our community initiatives, including our membership drive, and a number of other drives, and recognition that we are one of the top cities celebrating cultural days. We have the library as one of the main organizers for our cultural day events. We also have a section here on archives and just in general things of what's new going into them over the last year. Then we have our lovely friends in the library and volunteers, so you can talk more about that. Just for some general information, of interest mostly for the public, but we'll let people know what our most popular circulating materials are. So if you want books and other books and all that. And then financial management is an area that I think would be of quite a bit of interest to you. That's the first pie chart is where our money comes from, and so 85% of our money comes from the city, 11% comes from the Ontario government, 0% comes from the federal government, and the rest, which is only 4%, comes from grants and donations and self-generated through sales and fundraising. Where the money goes, most of our money goes to salaries and benefits. The next largest chunk here is actually building related, so that's going to be maintenance of this facility, repairs, and then also branch over at the North Branch. And so that is a lot. So between building related and salaries and benefits, there's really only 14% of the budget left for operations. So we're operating on 14%. And then just to let you know where our book money is going for our collections. 47% of the collection is books, 30% in key resources, and then the multi-media such as DVDs and audiobooks, periodicals, and then other. There's a small sliver of various collections such as our object library. Things like that. Then we also want to recognize our various donors. So we show how some of the money has been spent. They give recognition to all the generous community organizations, which is great. And over here, as part of the policy for donor recognition, we have the donors who have met the various tiered levels for doing that. And then on the back, you see that with our strategic plan, we've added our new mission, vision, and values. And we incorporating the new mission, vision, and values in corporate documents.
Open on the floor to questions and comments.
Anything you'd like me to talk to specifically?
Okay, I have one. Don't take the copy of it. Thank you. Okay. And my percent. Where else is it?
We'll send it out to various contacts with community partners. I'll send it to city council. In the future, we'd like to go in front of council to present it, but because we just were in front of them presenting the strategic plan, we thought maybe we could leave it off that this year since they just saw us. And then we'll be able to show them how the strategic plan has influenced this.
Nice now. Better spread. You are the.
It was a nice, point. I have a question on it. Maybe this isn't the place for it, but I love these numbers for year to plan. Especially library card holders and so many people add and how many items for. Is there any way, like how does that compare to other libraries of city size or and also compared to last year? But again, maybe this isn't.
I can talk on it. I can't compare 2023 stats to other libraries right now. So there's an annual survey done, and you can look at past data. So for 2022, I can compare our 2022 stats to other libraries, and we can see how well we rank in terms of number of card holders per population, collections per budget, various things that the Ontario government studies with the annual survey. So if that's something that the board is interested in, I can certainly provide information about the 2022 stats
But the 2022 staff probably will not be available for their activity.
If I can, 2022. And still post COVID, right? And I found it not just here, but in a lot of places. Just because they're a mess. Yeah, it doesn't, it's an anomaly, and so it's boring.
I guess, my question is, like, these numbers look really good to me, so I'm just wondering, in your opinion, are they good, or are they? Like, it's been a great numbers, relative to. Items for,
I think they're good numbers.
yeah,
There are some areas we obviously want to keep up some of these, but in terms of library card holders, that's the highest number I've seen.
yeah, okay.
I think borrow obviously has decreased over the last 20 years, but then we have the digital collections, which is increasing, so they kind of offset each other. I found the average visit per hour very interesting.
Yep.
And it just shows you how well used we are. Things like interlibrary norms, it shows that we're borrowing more books than we're running out, which to me is an indication that maybe we need to make some shifts in our collection development because we don't have the books that a lot of people are looking for.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Also the grand total programs, that number looks really great, and the attendance of 176,000 people. Amazing.
We offer more programs than our daily here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like a question mark.
And the other comments, I think, it's nice to see 37% of collection expenditures is still being. For. These are really cool. But always impressed, so.
How do you come up with total questions to ask for $5? How do you get that back?
So, reference question, all of us have stat sheets. And we put the stat as we go through the day. So every time somebody asks a question at the desk, there's like a tally mark. We'll go right down in the document what the question was. And so we record those stats daily, and then they're usually into a monthly stat sheet.
Sales are declining to the library. Always been closing away.
We're very proud of our funds.
Yeah. We have a great. Yeah. Awesome.
Talk about it more in a minute. There are no further comments. Who's done? I know. Opposed to that motion? None. That's good. Not familiar with Sue Hall. She is here, she's the friends of the library, she is the friends of the library. And she's gonna talk about what all the great things that she did. I had the pleasure of being at their last party meeting. Privileged to be there and I'm impressed. Which is good, right? I mean, you had a lot of fun, yeah, I didn't get to talk much.
Well, everything pretty well is laid out in the annual report, but we've been have a really exceptionally good year. This has kind of been an 8-year goal of mine is to sort of reach this $40,000 figure. It's something I have in my mind that I'd say about 20 years ago, 15 or 20 years ago, we were at that point, and then the Friends took a big hit, and we had low participation in the sales, and so we, over the last 8 years, gone up and beyond, and we just have such a great group of volunteers, And everybody loves coming there and doing the work, and it is work. During the renovation, I don't know if you all had a chance to see how it looks. We had to move nearly all the books into the staff room. And then when the renovations, when the carpeting was down, bring it back. I don't know if you can imagine what staff room looked like, but the boxes were like 6 tall, filling almost the entire room. So this little group, you see the pictures and all that was a lot. And plus like hours and hours with people put in, but they're really love doing it. And we're selling books to the public, $1 a book. That's unheard of, and we haven't raised the price in about probably 20 years. Which is amazing. So it's more like a big book exchange. People bring them in and then we resell them to somebody else, and it just keeps swirling around, kids' books, so much incredible nonfiction, and then we siphon off these really interesting ones to Jamie, and she puts them online for us. There's only one $600 last year, $700 one book of drawings, medical drawings.
Yeah. Oh, we got some great donations. It's not me, it's donations.
Oh, I know. I know. But I mean, we're all looking for them and get excited.
Yeah, Monica does a good job of then we sell on Amazon, and it's pretty and from my point of view, it's very passive activity, but they do sell over time.
Yes. And we've got a really good flow. We've just we've got a really good operation. So, and the other thing is next year it's going to be an election year, and so if you hear of anybody that wants to join the Friends and get on the executive towards us. And I just want to show you what we've come out, Wayne, at a couple of things. He said, wow, we can't really get our info out to the schools. So he says, send me what you've got and I'll get it out there. So the first poster we had, how we made for us. And we put that out to the schools, and then
so they need their party already volunteers, so they can do work for them.
plus co-op,
Time year, they're getting.
yeah, and just that we have all this inexpensive. Because I don't see the house to the other time it's quite a extra. And the other thing is this retirement teachers of Ontario have grants if they want to give money to people. And so we're going to try and come up with an idea and project.
Should be a good fit for $4,000.
We'll project for it. We're going to have a meeting. So I want to get back to
Matthew, maybe you and Sue could tell us where that money goes. If they can. Give me a couple of examples.
The funds, if they're giving us the membership money, that they really not through book sales, but through the membership, they usually make that as a restricted donation for a special project. One of the examples was the free little library. That was that they did, that they sent from the membership that time. Sometimes they'll sponsor programs at the library as well, or special equipment. They paid for the coffee cart over at the North Bench. Using that the general bookstore money just goes into general operation. So when the new chair is on break, it just becomes part of the general operation of it.
At this point, I'm afraid City Council is going to find out how much money we're bringing in and cover our budget. We can do it, so. Any other comments or questions?
I share my congratulations to you and your volunteers. It's a very welcoming environment for people.
It is.
volunteers.
But that's just being part of the library.
I know.
We just take our cues from you guys and that's how we.
Well, kudos to all of you. I think you did a great job.
Yeah, and there's a lot of value that's cited at $40,000 too, where like, you donated to the conservatory music books, you donated to the Superior Hospital for patients.
Yeah.
So
They
there's
just made up little, we're ready to use traveling discovery right now for the radiation, they're getting little bags.
Oh,
to go with
okay.
them, you know, with traveling.
Really?
playing on, there's a lot of just big value that isn't calculated as well.
You know, anything more about the.
Oh, that was in the news. They can help us with
There.
news.
Yeah, that's the
Did you
headline.
miss that?
He's seen our strategic plan.
Yeah.
Well, no, but you said it verbally during the meeting. I was there.
You
Okay, the
can't,
headline.
we had some real strong supporters. I think it was them that brought up the idea, asked about bringing the book. Sure.
Oh,
You
yeah.
give us money, we'll do whatever you want.
Oh, at least he's nodding. Okay. Did I take a nod?
No, she's currently in.
Okay. Excellent, yeah. And then, yeah,
Yeah.
right, so headline.
I don't know.
You want to drive.
No, I don't.
There, I found out, you know, what, they're 159. You're a member, so Lisa's a member, would be, I think it says a lot that they for you. Oh,
Half price.
I'm putting a little pressure. on.
Yeah, your books are not
Oh,
Saturday.
sign me out. I'll look around the table, I'll keep my head, I'll look down. Anyone else wants to join, see what you want.
Facebook. A lot of times there's two. What's the-
I never carried.
Yeah, I'd be happy to join as well.
For Kevin, Kevin.
Aaron's not here, but I know she'll want to. I don't think for Hannah, she came back someday and was supposed to bank.
Yeah.
Just give me 10 back. All right, so write down. Name.
We have the unanimous members.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
good.
no.
Yeah.
Um, Next year for sure, so you'll have time.
Oh, wait. Steve?
Got everybody?
Wayne, Mike, Kevin, and Steve.
Paula? You still there? Paul, I'm putting $5 in for you.
I think I heard some change, so just throw it in on my time.
Sorry.
I'm already.
There might be
Yeah.
things, right?
No, I was gonna say just put power in the phone.
Sorry, I was just driving. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. I'll pay somebody back.
I know where you live.
Oh,
Thanks.
that's lovely.
Send some message. Thanks. I need a motion to report. Anna? Lisa, second. Any opposed to the motion? Thanks very much. Number 8, there are no delegates. Number 9. We can during the meeting. Does this mean that we need a motion?
Yeah, I need a motion.
Okay. Motion to adjourn. Anna, Jamie, second. Any opposed? Need a motion to what?